Now, dear participant, please raise your hand signal so that I can give you permission. Yeah, Joel Ahmed, you are welcome. You are permitted to please unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you, sir, for permitting me to speak something.
Okay. The topic is visual, Joel Ahmed. First, you have to introduce yourself. Then you can go through the question for part one. First, we will finish the part one with our all participants. Then I will start part two. So you have to finish part one. First, introduce yourself to us.
Okay, sir. This is Joel Ahmed. So I am from Dhaka, and I am 32 years old. Now I'm working in a private firm as a digital marketing manager. So I live with my families. So, sir, do you ask me questions, or I will answer
Okay.
one by one?
No problem.
Okay, sir.
Did you have a favorite book when you were a child?
Okay, sir. If I talk about my childhood, at that time, I was really happy. I had many types of books. So my most favorite books was Charlie. So these books contained different types of stories of a cat. So it was really fantastic. Hello, sir.
Okay. How much reading do you do for your work or studies?
Okay. Now I'm actually practicing myself for to ready for IELTS examination. That's why I have to study more. Though I am a job holder, though I cannot get proper time. Just every day I study 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah. What kinds of books do you read for pleasure?
Okay. Although I don't get enough time to read books because I have to be busy with my business and as well as my works. So if I get any times, I want to read some professional books where I can learn some things, and it gives me a much pleasure because I can apply them in my workplace. Like in past week, I read out books about managerial capability, which is written by John Williams.
Okay. Do you prefer to read a newspaper or a magazine online or to buy a copy?
Okay, I am very fond of reading. So I always read newspaper because it gives me much knowledge, and I always try to myself update. So in newspaper I get all types of news like political, sports or film. So every day I buy a newspaper for my home.
Okay. Dear Ahmed, thank you very much for your space. Yeah, today you have done very well. So be ready for the part two. And before that, I would like to go to our other participants.
Yes, I am ready now. I can talk.
You have to wait, dear Ahmed. Okay, then who is ready? Please raise your hand signal because one by one you will get chance. Please raise your hand signal or give me a message. Anyone, please. Naiva ma'am, you are from with the place.
Hello, teacher. Hello again, everyone. And I want to introduce myself. My name is Naib. I'm from Azerbaijan, and I want to speak about this part one. Did you have a favorite book when you were a child? As you know, when we in my childhood, I liked the majority of the books, but the first I want to add that my favorite book is, of course, the Cinderella. It was so interesting that I read it time to time. If I have any time, of course, read it. It was so interesting and outstanding, standing for me. That if for my if in my childhood, if I cannot read it, I told for my mother to read. When I grow up, I read it by myself, and it was so interesting. And I suppose that's why I like to reading the books now, because I have the majority of books about the historical or event, and maybe the detective books. How much reading do you do for your book work or studies? As you know, I am a teacher, and that's why I must increase myself. As you know, the teachers must to read more to learn new things, maybe about their works or about their future, and that's why I read the books. But today I like to read about the detective Sherlock Holmes because it's interesting for me learning something new. As you know, the detective books are so interesting that you can learn from there new things, such as doing something interesting. And what kind of books do you read for pleasure? As I mentioned now, that I like to read the detective books. It's so interesting that you can imagine yourself there, and you must to search something in these books. Maybe the detective, as you know, that they are searching something to find something, maybe the murder or killer who's killed somebody, and I suppose it was so interesting. Do you prefer to read a newspaper or magazine online, or buy a copy? To my point of view, I can say that newspaper or the magazine is the best, but for me, online to read something, it's not interesting for me because you can touch some of the paper or write down something on there or maybe another. That's why I think that I prefer to read the copy one, to buy the newspaper and write down something, maybe the puzzle or each other. Thank you very much for your question. Thank you.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you very much for your speech. Yeah, you have done very, very well today. And it seems to me that you are totally ready for your exam. Okay.
Yeah, you teacher. It's your helping. I think that you are helping me very well about this. Thank you, teacher.
It's my pleasure. Okay. Then who is ready? Please raise your hand signal. Then I will give you permission. Shamil Haq, after many days, please unmute yourself. Shamil, you are permitted, please.
Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum salam. Shamil, your sound is clear to us. So, are you ready for this?
Yes, sir. I'm ready. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. Maybe you remain busy most of the time nowadays.
Actually, no, sir. Because right now I continue my another IELTS course, and it's just 3 days in a week. And when you conduct this speaking section, this time our teacher conduct IELTS course. That's why I didn't join, sir.
Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, Shamil, you have to describe the part one, and the question is visible on the screen. You have to go through the questions and answer them.
Okay,
Just part
sir.
one. Okay.
Part one question. Did you have a favorite book when you were a child?
We can't hear you, Shamin. What is the problem? Shamin. Okay, maybe you have network problem, Shamin. We are extremely sorry. If you are ready, please send a message to me. Then I will permit you again. Before that, Salman Al Hassan, you are permitted, please.
Thank you, sir. I'm Salman Al Hassan from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I try to give the answer part one questions. First question: did you have a favorite books when you were a child? Actually, I should mention is that many types of books was favorite in from my childhood. Especially Charlie, many types of fairy stories books. Also, I prefer to read how to draw picture. That books was very interesting for me because I was good at the drawing anything, and I try to learn painting from my school teachers. When I learned paintings, I developed my creativity and handwriting day by day. Also, I try to many types of science fiction books. That was very interesting, and it developed my curiosity knowledge about this world. Okay, next question: how much reading do you do for your work studies? Mm, Actually, at the present time, I am a job holder, so I will not be able to manage enough time to read books or studies. But at the leisure time, I try to read yeah, many types of books for job for a better job examination exam and other my develop my knowledge. I try to read many types of science fiction books, and also uh, I try to learn such creative work design books, and also I think any people importance to develop their creativity by technical or practical work. Uh, so at the leisure time or off day, I try to read many types of technical books. Okay, next question: what kinds of books do you read for pleasure? Uh, Actually, I when I read science fiction books, I can learn many types of unknown things, such as when I have a book about Mars or stars. I can learn many types of different things and unknown things. That was that is very interesting for me, and I suggested for young generation to read science fiction book or planet many types of planets books to develop their knowledge about planets on Mars. Uh, 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 Next question: do you prefer to read a newspaper or magazines online, or to buy a coffee? Buy a copy. Actually, I prefer to read newspaper or magazines because it is very interesting for me. When I visit to long place, I try to buy newspaper or magazines at traveling time, because I can know many things by newspapers or magazines. Also, when I when I have a leisure time or off day, I try to read a newspaper magazine from online, because in our country internet and mobile phone available. So any place in the any place I try to read a newspaper magazine by online and mobile phone. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Salman, thank you very much for your space. And it seems to me you are working hard to improve yourself, and it is noticed in your space. So keep practicing. I think within a very short time you'll be able to do it properly.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And Radhika, Radhika, you are permitted. Please unmute yourself, Radhika. Radhika, unmute yourself, please. Or anyone? Okay, maybe she's not holding. In this case, Joel Ahmed, you are permitted. Please start your part 2, Joel Ahmed.
No, sir.
This is part 2. Describe a big city you would like to visit.
So can I get 1 minute or?
No, you have to start. Otherwise, I will go to another participant.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir. I'm going to start. Okay. I'm very fond of traveling. So when I get my free time, I would like to travel any new places, whether it can be a countryside or it can be a new city. So now I'm going to talk about a city. Actually, I have a plan to travel a new big city in my country. So next month, I will get 2 days vacation. That's why I want to utilize my time. So the city name is Chittagong. So it is the east side of Bangladesh. So it is the second largest city in our country. So actually, why I want to visit this country? There are some particular regions. The first region is it has some natural beauty places, like there is a sea beach whose name is Potenga Sea Beach, and it is a marvelous and outstanding places. I want to spend some time and want to take some fresh air. So and it is also very renowned to get some type of sea fish like hill shark, kakra, and other types of sea fishes. So I want to eat with my friends. And another region also, I want to visit a theme park which is Lake. It is very famous theme park in our country. So it's a huge large area. So I want to visit this place, though it is quite expensive, but I think it would be money worthy, because there are some types of exciting ride. Uh, and I want to go them with my friends because we already planned everything. I already talked a hotel whose name is Palace South. I saw every reviews of this hotel, and maximum people give them 5 stars, and their reviews are really great. And I also talked them, and already I booked for 2 days. So actually, it is my plan, and I want to spend 2 days in my next week and next month.
That's all. Okay, Joel Ahmed, thank you very much for your speech. Yeah, you speak very well, no problem. Okay, wait for part 3. I'll go to you again. The other participants. Naiva ma'am, you are permitted. Please unmute yourself for part 3. Naiva ma'am.
Yes, teacher. I want to describe a big city that I would like to visit. Of course, as you know, that the majority of the city that the human being can go there. But today I want to speak about Canada, and that I want to go there and discover something interesting or exciting attraction. As you know, the events and activities, they are more interesting, such as the Ontario, the best advantage. I suppose that. As you know, there are the rivers and lakes. You can see the Preston Beach or the snow winter. As you know, the Canada is the best about the winter. I want to see the winter in there because, yeah, as you see, in Azerbaijan, we time to time in the winter we have the winter, we have the snow time to time, not all of the winter. But I suppose in the Ontario or Canada is great. And as you know, that they have the canyon tour train. It's so interesting that you can see the nature, or you can go there in the middle of the forest, and the forest is amazing. You can see the amazing view. And on the other hand, we also can see the lock tours. As you see the Maria Salt lock tours, it's so great, interesting that you can go with a ship, and it's a tour, of course. And to speak frequently, we also say the tours and quotes that, such as the museums. You can see great Bashland museums or mountain bike too. I cannot ride a bike, but I suppose I can learn the riding the bike there. And I also can say that their education and their modern time, as you know, that they have the more about the winter, the car, what the winter is a coldest than other country, but it's not problem for them because they have the um, activity not out of there, but also indoor advantage. You can choose your planning indoor, such as the majority of the planning the advantage. Maybe you can water sport, or see something, or eat something in their restaurants. Thank you very much for your outstanding question.
Okay, ma'am, thank you very much for your space. Be ready for part 3, but after
Yes, thank you.
after Salman and Joel, I will go to you again for part 3. Salman, you are permitted. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you, sir. Again, give a chance. I try to give the answer, but two questions. Describe a big city you would like to visit. The place I'm going to talk about where I visited on summer vacations or winter vacations. The city is Cox's Bazar, which is located on the southern part of Bangladesh. This city is a big city. Uh, I would like to visit there for many reasons, and at the present time I live the Dhaka city. So when I try to travel there, I choose the two types of vehicles, train or bus. I prefer to visit by train there, because train journey is very refreshment journey, and many people go there together by train. But previous summer, when I visit there with my friends, that journey was awesome, and many types of stories share one to another with my friends. the more before visiting last summer, I visited so many times to enjoy my vacations. And the first time I visited was in my childhood with my family. That journey was awesome. Also, can save some of the highlight part of this visit area. That area was awesome that is the largest sandy beach in this world. Uh, I visited also Laboni Beach. That is nearest place of Cox's Bazar. It is very a good place to surfing, cycling, and swimming. I bought some toys and souvenirs from shops around this area. It's famous for its golden sand. Johnny, when I want to go Himsori, Himsori is very exciting, and this road to many types of surrounded by many types of green hills. Uh, the scenery was beauty both side to roadside and sea beach area. Um, and I would go there again when I get a vacations, especially summer vacation and winter vacations. I should say that no one should leave this place before tasting local cuisine. The local foods are very delicious and mouth-watering. Visiting Cox's Bazar is always a lifetime experience, and without the visiting Cox's Bazar, the journey of Bangladesh could be incomplete. So when I get a scope in the future, I try to go there visit, and I suggested for young people to to visit Cox's Bazar and enjoy a lot from this environment and many types of delicious foods. Yeah, yeah, sir. And
Okay, Salman, thank you very much for your space. You have only a little bit tenses problem. I try to overcome it, and at the same time, mannerism. So you should solve this problem and try to keep the flow from the very beginning to the end. Okay. So
okay, sir.
thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Um, yeah, Joel Ahmed, you are permitted for part 3. Joel Ahmed.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, will you ask me?
No, you can go through the question and answer it.
Okay, sir.
Only
Okay,
these
sir.
questions.
Sorry?
Only these 3 questions.
Okay, sir. Sure. What are the most interesting things to do while visiting cities on holiday? Okay. When I get my free time on holidays, I want to go some special places. Actually, it depends on my mood, and also it depends on my family. But the most time I would like to go restaurant to take dinner with my family, because I get lots of fun, and we can get a delicious food with my all members of my family. So I also sometimes go a quiet place or in a park with my family. I mean, with my son and my wife. So my son get a chance to play more with me. Sometimes we also make a hangout with my friends. It can be beside a lake or in a tea stall. Okay, the second question is why can it be expensive to visit cities on holiday? Okay, when it comes holiday, so I would like to say in a holiday, so everybody become free because maximum office on the time is closing day, so that they get a time, free time, and so maximum people explore some restaurants or go to some park. That's why everything's price will be high because of lots of chaff of visitors or the users. Okay, the third question is why you think it is better to visit cities alone or in a group with friends. I think I would take favor of the groups with friends because when we visit any places in a city, so it would be very bored when we visit alone because I cannot get any moment to having a fun. Uh, I have to stay time uh, with myself only. So there is no way to make fun or do something. Uh, but if we have some friends, so we can do many things. So we can do selfies, we can do take foods, and we can also talk different types of history by sitting in restaurants. So it will be more comfortable when we visit in a city with the friends. So we can talk many places, sorry, many peoples, and we also think about anything, and we can share our experience or ideas, how we do it or how we should do. So I think to visit in a city, so the group, I mean the friends, uh, is best option. And when I go to any new places, I always prefer to go with my friends. Okay, sir.
Okay, Jul Ahmed, thank you very much. You speak really well because I have noticed that you can use advanced phrases, advanced words. Actually, these things are very, very favorite for anyone. So thank you very much for your space.
Thank
Naiba ma'am, you are permitted, please unmute yourself. Nazmul Hassan, if you are ready for speaking, please go ahead.
Yes, teacher, I want to continue my speech about the growth of the cities. Why have cities increased in size? No, sorry. Now, what are the most interesting things to do while visiting cities on holiday? As you know, if you want to go somewhere to interesting place, there are majority of the things that you can do it. And firstly, I want to emphasize that you can take a book to a local coffee shop and ever stop, or maybe you can go somewhere to the interesting places to the view something, and I suppose it's interesting to do about this. Or you can travel some interesting places, or take public transportation or people watch. It is interesting to public transportation because you can see the amazing places with the transportation. As you know, on foot it's maybe boring someone for the someone, but to take the public transportation is cheaper, and uh, you can get the town has a subway, light rail, and you will never know what a strange sight you could see, or crucial souls you will be friend. And as you know, there are maybe you want to live in Los Angeles or go there, you can saw different pleasure places. And turn on the next question. What are the challenge created by No. Why can it be expensive to visit cities on holiday? As you know, all of their, not only the foreign countries, but also in your own countries, if you have a holiday, of course, the prices are always increased. The food maybe or the other things are increases all the time. But if you are a tourist, as you know, for the tourist, it increased to price 2 times. And also, if you get trip, firstly to book the ticket, maybe the 2 months before, it may be cheaper than the other. As you know, it's cheaper if you book firstly. But I suppose yes, of course, the expensive. It will be expensive to visit cities on holiday. Yes, if you go to foreign country or other country. Do you think it's better to visit cities alone or in a group with friends? I am not all. As you know, all like to live by own. And that's why I think that to visit cities alone, it's not interesting. It's boring for human being. And that's why I suppose that to go some other country, you must go with in a group. Maybe it's this group, your family or your friends or your matter, group matter maybe. And it's also interesting. Maybe you can take picture or go somewhere interesting places such as the restaurant, cafe, or riding bike, or visit some museum. It's so interesting to do it with your group, not only by yourself. It would be so boring to do something by yourself. Thank you very much for your question. It was an amazing question that I watched in these days. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much for your excellent space and also information. You have done very well today. So keep practice.
Thank you.
I think your exam will be good. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Nazmul Hassan, you are permitted. If you are ready, please unmute yourself. Nazmul Hassan. Nazmul Hassan, please do first. Okay, Nazmul Hassan is here with us. Salman Al Hassan. For part 3, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Give me a chance again. I try to give the answer part 3. The first question is, what are the most interesting things to do while visiting cities on holidays? Actually, I should mention is that many types of things are interested for me. When I visited cities on holiday, especially when I visit in Cox's Bazar, I mean interested in their places, beautiful places, and I try to buy many types of souvenirs from their shops and many types of sea beach things. Um, Also, I try to buy many types of foods for my family. And when I back from this area, I try to many types of gifts and food items for my family. Uh, okay, next question. Why can it be expensive to visit cities on holiday? Uh, yeah, no, well, it can be expensive to visit cities in our country or foreign area on holiday, because many people want to visit there. When many people go there, then business people or shop owners try to get much profit from any items or food items. Also, I noticed that in a holiday beside the hotel of sea beach or any a city, so they try to price rate is more for the general people. So I suggested for government should should take some steps to prohibit this unusual price rate. Um, and I suggested for the people to visit foreign cities or a country place, try to minimize their minimize their buy their products or any expensive something. And when they book a hotel, they follow up some rules and regulation, and of course they should minimize their price, and hotel owner should increase their facilities for the foreigners or country people. Okay, next question. Do you think it is better to visit cities alone or in a group with friends? From my perspective, I visit when I visit cities, try to go there with my friends, because when I visit any unknown place by many types of vehicles, car or train journey, of course I try to with many people go there, and the journey time we can share many types of stories or memories. uh, so that is a very amazing, and it will be a very learned or memorable for the next future. uh, so I suggested for the people when they visit any cities, try to go group or with friends, or with your families, because it is very amazing or very awesome for any people. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for your stay. Keep practicing. I think everything will be okay. Right? Okay,
Okay,
towards
sir. Thank you.
already we have come to the end of our class, because all of you have completed your part. So I'm going to end the class, and thank you very much for joining with me. Good night, everybody.